Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it's Kiden Margaret again. Last week I discussed about the power of negative words which we speak on ourselves and the life of others. Today's video is about the power of negative words which some parents speak on the life of their children. Some parents speak unkind words to their children because of anger, because of frustration, or because of the influence of background they came from. However, other parents speak those unkind words not necessarily because they came from a toxic family, or because they are angry or frustrated. Sometimes it can be because of less of interest toward their child or their children, for whatever reason it can be. And this can be really sad, because every children or every child deserve to be treated with love and care. If a child does not get love and care from their family or or their parents, then where is that child going to get the love and care from? Children who grow up in an unhealthy environment where negative words are spoken a lot than good or positive words struggle with many challenges from their childhood all the way to adulthood. Childhood trauma is one of the effects. Children who are traumatized are always very emotionally upset, and they are sensitive to criticism. They also struggle with depression, anxiety, academic difficulties, as well as sleep difficulties. Older children might find themselves engaging in alcohol and drugs because of the pain, so that they are able to cope with the pain that they are going through. Isolation is one of the signs also of trauma, because they feel like they are not safe. And because of that, they have to isolate themselves from people, to live by themselves, so that they are able to feel safe, because they feel like people are harmful for them because of what they have gone through. So they have to be by themselves in order for them to protect themselves. Low self-esteem is also one of the effect. In my opinion, there is no child that is born with low self-esteem. A child begin to have low self-esteem because of negative words that are injected toward that child. Maybe these words are injected by parents, family members, and it can be also stranger. For example, words such as you are dumb, you shouldn't be born, you have been a curse for us, you will suffer in your life because you are so stubborn. These words make your child feel unwanted. Your child feel like he or her is not loved, and it really completely tear your child down. Your child begin to feel worthless. And when a child begin to feel worthless, you can see that this child may even begin to have thoughts of suicide or of taking their life, which is really bad. A cycle of verbal abuse is one of the effects. They say cruelty breeds cruelty. A child who knows nothing else but negativity may also become a negative person later on in life. Even to those who have not known this child, as a child, they may also struggle to defend themselves later on in life when they are getting abused. Especially those who are in relationship. If they find themselves in an abusive relationship, they will stick in that situation, because for them it feels normal, because that is their life they have been living in. So they don't see anything wrong in it. They don't see that what they are going through, or what they are what the partner is, showing to them is bad, they find themselves, they find difficulties in identifying abuse, So these are the things that parents need to be mindful of. As a parents and as a family, the words that you're speaking towards your children or towards your child is very important. Every words do affect your child. If you continuously speaking negative words on your child, those words can play in your child's mind, and your child will begin to see himself or herself based on what you have said. If you say that your child is dumb, the child will begin to see himself as a dumb person. If you mention something in your child's body, whether his head, you mention, oh, your head is big, for example, your head is big and it's big for nothing, you don't have any brain, the child will begin to see himself also in that, in that way, and then that will start to create low self-esteem. Oh, mommy say my head is big. I didn't know that my head is big. So my head is big, Oh my goodness, if like this, I really don't like my head. I wish my head is not big, And if he did not say it, that child will not even know that his head is big or her head is big, But because you have mentioned it, now the child is begin to realize that his head or her head is big, and then start to hate themselves. If you say a words like, oh darling, you are so smart, you are so smart, you are brilliant, though you are struggling, but you are capable to do more. Those words will also encourage the child. Oh, mommy said that even though I'm struggling, but I can do it. Your words are very important. The words that you are speaking are not ordinary. They are full of life. Speaking negative words towards your child, as I mentioned, do affect your child. Sometimes you might begin to see your child later on in life struggling, going through a lot of struggle, going through a lot of pain, going through a lot of challenges, and you begin to ask yourself, why is this child going through this suffering? Why is this child having low self-esteem? Not knowing that your words are full of life. Some parents love to curse. When they're angry, they begin to curse. They begin to say all kind of harsh words on their children. But as I said, your words are full of life. Words create. Later on in life, you will see your child struggling so much, and you begin to ask yourself, why is this child going through this? Why is this child even behaving in this kind of manner? You begin to ask yourself, but not knowing that is what you have been speaking yesterday on your child. Our words also, we need to remember that our words wound our soul, and it takes so long to heal than the wound of physical. That's why as a parents, as a family and community, we need to practice. We need to be careful about our words that we speak on our children, and rather speak good words. Speak blessing to your child. If your child is struggling, instead of attacking the child with negativity, the child is already struggling. So why attacking the child with negativity? Sometimes insulting, your head is so big for nothing. You are so dumb. The child is struggling. The child needs encouragement. Tell the child, darling, I know that you are struggling, but I'm telling you, if you set your mind, you will do it. Try. Just do your best. You will be good. Or try something that you are good at. There is no one who is not good at anything. If your child is stubborn, be patient. Sometimes children are stubborn, or they just are out of hand. Maybe they are also struggling with other things. we see are bothering them. And the best thing is to sit one-on-one, sit down with your child. Ask the child, what is it that is bothering you? Why are you behaving this way? If the child is not, if things are not improving, maybe ask somebody to help you. And God is also the best person that change anybody. Sometimes we cannot change anybody, but when you go down to your knee as the parents and you ask God to change your child, I'm telling you, God will do that. So practice to pray for your child, pray for your children. Be patient about your child, be patient about your child's situation. Sit down and discuss things with your child. And then find out the root cause why the child is behaving in that kind of manner. If you're angry, at least take a time of silence, because also in time of anger, that is where sometimes parents speak things that are necessary, not because they want it, but because of anger, as I mentioned. So take time of silence, and then later on you put the child down and then begin to communicate or begin to talk to your child. So guys, I am so grateful for listening for this video. I hope that this video blesses you. I'm going to come up with some more videos based on the power of negative words on our children, because this topic is quite big. And if you like this video, please feel free to like, feel free to comment, and also share this video. It blesses you so that it can bless someone else. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you can be notified. If you have not yet subscribed, do so that you will not miss out another video that I will release. Thank you guys.